Hi there, and welcome to this week's edition of Top End Track Talk. I'm Andrew O'Toole, and today we'll be previewing this coming Friday's meeting here at Fanny Bay, which will be the 11th of February. Unfortunately, we have only the 4 races this week, as the 0 to 76 1100 metres attracted only 2 nominations and was deleted. The fields are very much on the light side this Friday after racing a week ago and 10 days prior to that on Australia Day. The first race of the afternoon is timed to go at the mid-afternoon time of 3:15 p.m, while the last is scheduled to jump just after 5 at 5:05 p.m. Our third race today is at 4:30 and will be telecast on Sky 1 on the red channel, while the other 3 races will be on the blue channel, Sky 2. In the first, the Wayne Carey Sportsman's Lunch Handicap. It's over the 1300 metres. My numbers are 3, 2 and 1. This one for the 0 to 58 gallopers over the 1300, number 3 on top, Captain Apollo. Great to see the old boy back in some form here just the other day. Stan Sakos rode on that occasion on the 5th of February, takes the mount again for Gary Clark. In this small field, just a 5 to go round. I think now that he's got his foot very close to on the till, he'll go on with the job. So number 3, Captain Apollo. He's won 5 times at this trip of 1300 metres and, of course, trained by the maestro in Gary Clark. In for second, number 2, Mr. Boom Jangles, trained by Gary LaFoe. Wayne Davis takes the mount. He's in good form until last time when he finished 5th behind Mighty Mert, but that was Australia Day, and Mighty Mert's come out and won again since. So maybe that form is better than I'm giving it credit for, and I think he can race well here. Mr. Boom Jangles, the winner of 4 of 20 over the trip. And in for third, the top weight number 1 from RV Ruboy, trained by Chris Pollard. Barry Huppert's in the saddle. He's dropping in grade, been racing in 0 to 64 company, so back to this 0 to 58, I can see him being right in the finish. So the numbers in the first, 3, 2 and 1. The second's the Sky Racing Trobus Handicap. This is a Class 2 and we're at the 1200 metres for this event. A field of half a dozen to go around here. My numbers are 4, 2 and 3. Was impressed with Kick It Baby when she finally broke through for her maiden win. That was on the 26th of January. Casey Hunter rode for Phil Cole on that occasion. That was 1100 metres, the 3-year-old and maiden. Steps up 100 metres, but certainly the way she hit the line that day, it doesn't look like it would worry her, the 1200. Took her a while to break maiden ranks. She had that breakthrough at her 14th start, but now that she has, I think she might be able to go on with the job. The Cole stable telling me that they've finally worked out how to ride her, and that's to let her find her feet, and she made up a power of ground the other day to win, beating home Expert Witness by about 3/4 of a length. So I've got her on top. Kick It Baby, number 4. To beat number 2, Cometh the Hour, trained by Gary LaFoe, and Vanessa Arnott takes the mount. Was a winner here on the 18th of December. That was its last start, Cometh the Hour, and incidentally beat Kick It Baby on that occasion by nearly 3 lengths. So that's pretty good form to recommend Cometh the Hour. Just think it'll be very tough to beat again here. And in for third, number 3, the Albion. He was a good second last week here behind Precautionary, trained by Pete Stennett. Adam Nichols in the saddle. Drops in trip, but shouldn't worry the Albion. My numbers in the second are 4, 2 and 3. Over we go to the thirds, the High Gain Off the Track Handicap. This is our highest grade race of the day. It's the 0 to 70 and it's also over 1200 metres. Only a field of 5 here, and Gary Clark holds the key. He has 3 of the 5 engaged. My numbers here are 1, 3 and 4. Not surprisingly, going with the Clark trained number 1, Mr. Cashman. Jared Todd takes the mount. Really racing in great style, this horse. Was a winner 2 starts back, and then last time out in the final of the wet season series. Finished second to the stablemate Blue Odyssey. 61 kilograms, got a fair bit of weight to carry, but just racing so well, and in this small field is the horse to beat. Number 1 on top. To beat the stablemate, number 3, Obligatory. Was a good 3-year-old last season, Obligatory. He's a 4-year-old now. Sonia Wiseman rides. Didn't she have a day out last week here with a hat-trick of wins? Super Sonia takes the mount here on Obligatory for Gary. Looked to parade pretty fat the other day. He'll nearly as fat as me. He'll certainly improve, Obligatory. He finished 5th behind Mr. Cashman. That was on the 15th of January. He will have no doubt tightened up for that run and be right in the mix here. And in for third, number 4, June Field, trained by Gary LaFoe. Wayne Davis aboard. Going up in grade here. His first up run on the track, finished 5th behind Overruled. Didn't think it was a bad run. Should be improved by that outing first on the track. So numbers in the third, 1, 3 and 4. The last of the 4, short day for us on Fridays, the Tab Long May We Play Handicap. It's a 0 to 64. This one over the mile in our equal biggest field of the day. 6 runners to go round here. My numbers are 3, 4 and 2. Hit winning form after a number of tries, Skellig Island, number 3, trained by Gary Clark, Jared Todd in the saddle. Casey Hunter rode the horse when it won here on Australia Day. That was over the trip of 1,600 metres in Class 2 grade. She rode it really well too, Casey. But Jared goes back aboard, going up in grade to the 0 to 64, so that's something to bear in mind. But now that he's found winning form, I think might be the first of a number of wins for Skellig Island, the 4-year-old by Fastnet Rock. 3 on top to beat number 4, Red's Mate, trained by Chris Pollard. Sonia Wiseman aboard. Was a good winner over this trip, 2 starts back, and then back to 1,300 last time out, finished 4th behind New Roman. I think the step back to the mile's the key for Red's Mate. Got it in to run second, number 4, and then for third, number 2, Against the Tide. Well, he went round last week, but you won't see him in the results because he was declared a non-runner, put his head in the adjoining barrier at the start, and just followed them round for practice as he missed the jump by about 10. And as I mentioned, the stewards declared him a non-runner. Stan Sakos takes the mount for Emma Steele Against the Tide, and this trip of 1,600 metres should suit him, so certainly allow him another chance. Just forget he even went round last week, even though it won't appear in your form guides. Numbers in the last, 3, 4 and 2. Best bet comes up in race 3, number 1, Mr. Cashman. He won't be at any fancy odds, but he should be winning race 3, number 1, Mr. Cashman. Well, the best roughie is in the last, race 4, number 6, Really Swish. I think the trip should suit. One of 2 or 3 in the last, trained by Chris Pollard, and could certainly get some of the money and would not surprise in the slightest. Well, that wraps up this edition of Top End Track Talk, but we'll be back again next week in advance of another Friday meeting here at Fanny Bay. That's the 18th of February. Let's hope we have a few bigger fields next week to weigh up. But until then, good luck and good punting.